Tonight, a stunning surge of demand has rewritten the plans of one of country music's most iconic figures. What began as a single, rare appearance from George Strait has erupted into a statewide scramble, an online frenzy so intense that it forced the king of country himself to reconsider. Fans who thought they had only one chance to see him under the Texas sky in 2026 suddenly found the story changing in real time. Earlier this month, Strait announced a lone West Texas show, a moment many believed would be their only opportunity to see the legend return to a massive stadium stage. But by Monday, November 17th, after ticket queues overflowed and social media lit up with disappointment from those left empty-handed, Strait made a move that few expected. He added a second night, an extra performance designed to meet an almost historic level of demand. The new show, scheduled for April 24th, 2026, at Texas Tech's Jones AT&T Stadium, will kick off a two-night run that instantly became one of the most talked-about country music events of the decade. Fans who had spent hours refreshing screens and searching for any available seats suddenly received a second lifeline. Posts on X revealed the announcement, and within minutes, excitement rippled across Texas. For many, Strait's decision felt like a direct response to the overwhelming passion of his supporters. Analysts say the sheer volume of ticket attempts mirrors the levels typically seen for global pop superstars, proving once again that George Strait's influence hasn't faded with time. Instead, it appears to have grown stronger, driven by years of limited live appearances that make each new show a rare cultural moment. But the excitement doesn't stop with Strait's return. Joining him on stage is 28-year-old rising star Zach Top, a Washington native whose smooth, classic country vocals have earned him nationwide attention with songs like I Never Lie and Bad Luck. His inclusion adds a fresh, youthful energy to the lineup, bridging generations of country fans in a single stadium. And that blend continues with Austin singer-songwriter Dylan Gossett, who arrives fresh from releasing his new album Westward. Industry observers say this mix is no accident. It reflects a growing trend where legendary performers share the spotlight with emerging talent, offering fans both nostalgia and discovery. For many young artists, opening for George Strait is more than an honor. It's a career-defining milestone. As anticipation builds for April 2026, the economic impact is already being felt across West Texas. Hotels in Lubbock are reporting early booking spikes, and local businesses expect 2 nights of full-capacity crowds to bring millions into the regional economy. Concert experts note that stadium shows of this scale, especially in college towns, often create a festival-like atmosphere that extends far beyond the music itself. And for fans, the significance goes even deeper. Strait's rare return to a major Texas venue feels like a homecoming, a moment that blends tradition, pride, and the emotional pull of his decades-long career. With 2 nights now confirmed, the countdown begins, not just to a concert, but to an event that promises to be remembered long after the final note fades into the West Texas night. Behind this sudden expansion is a story of timeless loyalty. George Strait has long held a unique bond with Texas audiences, one that has only strengthened since he stepped back from full-scale touring. Each rare concert appearance becomes an event, something fans plan for months in advance. This time, however, the demand reached levels that even veteran promoters didn't anticipate. Insiders say the digital queue for tickets stretched into the hundreds of thousands, with fans from neighboring states joining Texans in the race. The emotional reaction online ranged from joy to frustration, as thousands celebrated securing seats, while others pleaded for another chance. And now, with 2 consecutive nights confirmed, that second chance has officially arrived. The decision also speaks to how the live music landscape is shifting. As artists perform fewer large-scale shows, fans treat every appearance like a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Industry analysts point out that Strait's ability to sell out stadiums even after decades in the spotlight, places him in a rare category, shared by only a handful of global performers. His influence isn't limited to nostalgia. It's a reflection of how deeply his music is woven into the identity of the region. Many fans describe attending a Strait concert as a tradition, one that spans generations of families. Parents who once watched him in the 90s are now bringing their children, creating a living timeline of country music history that continues to unfold. Meanwhile, the inclusion of Zach Top and Dylan Gossett adds layers of artistic significance. Both performers represent the future of country music, yet their styles echo the storytelling traditions Strait helped define. Zach Top's sound carries the classic echoes of honky-tonk and western swing, while Gossett's rising popularity showcases the modern, emotionally driven path of today's singer-songwriters. Their shared stage with Strait symbolizes a passing of the torch, an acknowledgement that the next generation is ready to carry forward the legacy. Industry watchers predict that performing in front of tens of thousands of Strait fans will accelerate their careers dramatically, cementing this event as a breakthrough moment for both young artists. As preparations continue, Texas Tech's Jones AT&T Stadium is bracing for 2 record-setting nights. Local officials anticipate heavy traffic, overflowing hotels, and unprecedented footfall in entertainment districts. Yet, they also highlight the pride that comes with hosting a cultural moment of this magnitude. For Lubbock and the surrounding communities, these concerts represent more than entertainment. They're an economic boost, a showcase of regional hospitality, and a reminder of how deeply music runs through the veins of Texas. Security teams, event staff, and city planners are already coordinating months ahead, determined to ensure smooth operations for back-to-back crowds that could surpass 100,000 people in total. With excitement continuing to rise, the 2026 concerts are shaping up to be one of George Strait's most memorable returns to the stage. Fans are counting down the days, sharing stories, planning reunions, and preparing to witness a singer whose influence has defined generations. As both nights edge closer, the anticipation feels less like waiting for a performance and more like waiting for history. Because when George Strait steps under the open Texas sky, surrounded by 2 nights of roaring crowds, rising stars at his side, and a state that has claimed him as its own, it becomes clear that this isn't just a concert series. It's a celebration of legacy, identity, and the enduring power of country music.